I'm very excited for today. Why I love these Ask the Nutritionist is because what we'll do is go out and we'll pull the listeners, viewers, Instagram, wherever we're going to go with this. And we're like, hey, ask us any of those burning questions, because we get a lot of messages on Instagram and there's a lot of repetitive questions. So I said, let's just start with these questions because I'm super stoked.
I'm pumped. I actually love getting to do these. These are fun.
Okay. The very first one, just a little question, everyone, just a little one.
Just a small one. Just be tiny, teeny little question.
Are there ever any cases where it's not possible for acne to be resolved? No, it's always possible.
Immediate short answer. No, it's always possible.
I love 2 words, hard no.
I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, if my skin's not clear in this amount of time, if my skin's not clear in 4 months, it's not clear in 6 months, it's not clear in a year, my skin's never going to clear, so it's not possible for my acne to be resolved. When that's not the case. Are there instances where it's more challenging for the acne to clear? Absolutely. You know, we've worked with thousands and thousands of women. There's been really easy cases where their skin's cleared up beautifully in 3 to 4 months. And then there's been other cases where one of our clients, we worked, I think, what was our longest client we worked with? It took her 3 years of consistent work to clear her skin. We did therapeutic protocols, we took little breaks to calm her nervous system, but we worked with her for 3 years for her skin to clear. So is there instances where it's more challenging because there's underlying factors, there's autoimmune, there's underlying viral issues, there's really complex emotional traumas? Absolutely. But just because you have a more complex, challenging case of acne doesn't mean you're stuck with it forever. It just means it's going to take you more time than you want it to. And I think a lot of people equate the time to it's not going to work because, you're impatient. And I totally get that. You're like, I want my skin cleared yesterday. What do you mean after 6 months of me working on my gut health, my acne's not cleared? In some people, that's not realistic because the imbalances within your body are so intensive because of all of the years of damage that's been happening. All right, next question. What foods should I avoid that are bad for acne?
I feel like this is your entire Instagram. Go.
This is my entire Instagram. Let's do it. So I never want to say that there's bad foods out there. Okay, unless we're talking about like Pop-Tarts or like Mountain Dew. Like those really, I don't see those as foods.
But you also said whole foods.
Yeah. When it comes to whole foods, these are like foods without ingredient lists that grow from the ground, that come from nature. There aren't foods that are inherently bad for acne. The issue arises in the disruption that's happened to our gut health because of the standard North American diet that we live in, the pesticides in our food and our water, just being alive in this time, this time in human civilization. So it's not that there's foods that are bad, it's that they're triggering inflammation. Mm-hmm. So when we're looking at foods that trigger inflammation, they disrupt the gut lining, they feed Candida, they, can lead to leaky gut, all of which inflammation equals acne.
I just saw the next question.
I know. I'm going to let you answer because I
have to answer this because it's about poop.
And we know you love your unicorn poops.
So I only have a few bowel movements a week. Should I eat more fiber? It's more than just fiber. 1, what is your water source? Are you drinking enough water? Check your urine. Specifically, is your urine a very, very light pale? A little bit darker, drink more. A little bit lighter, like white, drink less. And you're going to eat that with fiber. Why? Because they need each other. And the fiber is going to create the bulk and the water is going to do the extraction process. So you don't have rabbit turds coming out at the other end if you're lucky to even get some of those. Because if somebody is having only a few bowel movements, I'm pretty sure they are not job well done. They are not like high-fiving yourself getting off the toilet. There's not unicorns coming with sparkly dust. There's nothing happening there.
Nothing.
However, I would also, it's a few a week. I'd be looking for food intolerances. So can you eat more fiber? I can't really answer that directly to you. Why? Because I don't know what your fiber intake is now. What I can say is your fiber that you want, because you can get 4 cups of water from fiber foods like celery and cucumbers and lettuce and all of these wonderful things. Anything that grows into the ground, it's going to have more sugar and it's drier, less water. Anything grows above, more water. So check that out.
Question. I'm about to come off the pill. How do I avoid post-pill breakouts? So we have to remember when we take the birth control pill, and I took it for a decade, so I feel you on this. It disrupts your gut's microbiome. It overwhelms your detoxification systems like your liver. It depletes your body of key nutrients. And not only does it worsen existing hormonal imbalances, but it can create new ones. So maybe we're dealing with an estrogen dominance. Maybe we have an androgen rebound. So many different things can be happening. Now, these things need to be fixed, but we need to fix them in the right order. So what we usually do in the transitionary phase is we're like, yep, let's start getting some great like anti-inflammatory nutrition. Let's balance your blood sugar. Let's make sure you're pooping so you're getting that excess estrogen out. Let's really start loving up that gut health a little bit. Let's do that for, anywhere from 30 to 60 days. And then let's get our HTMA. Let's see what's happening. Then we're most likely going to have to go through a Candida protocol, gut microbial, something to rebalance our gut microbiome for a few months. Then let's see how your body's doing. Do we need to be doing some type of like deeper, like liver, lymph, kidney detoxification, metabolic detox type of detoxification? After all of that, you can see we haven't even touched your hormones. So really what needs to happen is we need to be getting down to that root, and we need to be looking at the gut and the detoxification, because those are going to be opening up the proper pathways to allow the hormones to start filtering themselves. And then at that point, that's when we can start looking at hormones. And for a lot of times, your hormones have oftentimes balanced themselves by that point. But if they haven't, then there's other things that can be done. All right, everybody, enjoy your rest of your day. We will see you next week on another episode of The Clear Skin. Oh, before I finish, next week is Christmas, so we're airing the episode early. We're not airing it on the 25th, which is Christmas. We're airing on Monday, which is the 23rd. So just know.
Yeah.
Just put it out there. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.